Morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Hmm.
That good, huh? Sleep?
Sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. This last 2 week has been more. I've had a lot of things at APO, so
Uh,
but hanging in there. Yeah. Today I have I'm going to go to school, but we are finishing today early, so I should be back home a lot earlier than last week. I'm
okay.
doing sabbatical talk. I had sabbatical last year, last fall. So what we do when you get sabbatical, you have to do a sabbatical talk
Mm-hmm.
to the faculty to talk about your research. So
Mm-hmm.
today is mine.
Oh, okay. All right. And then hopefully that goes well. And you said you think you'll be back
Yeah,
all
because they'll finish at 3 p.m.
oh,
So yeah, it's good because
that's right.
it's not that bad driving time yet. So immediately
Oh,
they're done, I'm just heading the road.
oh, I know that makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything after like 4, you're dead because you are stuck at the 210. The 210 is horrible at that time. So
Right. I
yeah.
mean, 210.
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to cover today?
Um, one technical thing though, is strange because I did request or I sent notes to 3 hospice care.
Mm-hmm.
Um, every single one want me to apply for a part-time job
Mm-hmm.
and not volunteer position. I don't get it. I obviously I turned everything down because I really cannot do any of sort. I even applied to Patton. Patton is not far from here, it's just 15 minutes drive from my house. Also for prison ministry, for prison because a friend that works there said, oh, you know what? They will need you. They're very short staff there. I applied for volunteer position too. They want me to apply. They send me a link to apply for a job. And I also can do that. And I don't know if it's a new thing or what. I don't get it. Do you have ideas that is it volunteering is going away? I'm volunteering for free, but you want me to apply for a job?
Are the jobs per diem? Are any of them per diem?
No, I've not seen. One is
Okay.
time and
Right.
one is full time. All of
Okay.
them, but
All
I
of
don't
them.
know what that is. I have,
That's the
yeah.
that's the other option, per diem. But for any of them, you would have to go through the complete job application process so they can do all the background checks and all that stuff. Uh, but it's worth a phone call. It's
Mhm,
worth a phone call to if they have a volunteer services department,
mhm.
or even a spiritual care or words thereof department, it's worth calling them and saying, this is what I'm doing, this is where I am in the process. Because it is kind of like a who you know if they don't already have something established. And that's where I get my volunteers from. They happen to call me directly, and I say, okay, let's figure out how to do this to support you.
I did call two though. They said they are not doing volunteer service now. However, they have the position
Right.
and
And
will
nobody wants to hire part-time who's not going to be working part-time hours. So if they hired you, you're looking to do, well, how many hours would you be doing a week?
20.
Not part-time. For your for the program, you still need to do, yeah, you do still need to do about 20. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it has to fit my schedule. I do not want to just get into the job market and say, yeah, I'm applying for part-time, but here is it. This is a schedule that I can work. I cannot work this schedule. So and again, this semester is just impossible. I'm teaching two new classes, which is really I'm doing lectures every week as I go. We revamped and then we're doing a new class and all of them are in my competency. So I'm teaching two new classes. I do lecture prepare the
So
lecture week by week. So I
where
can't.
would you be doing your clinical hours? On the weekend?
I do you mean at volunteering?
No, I mean accomplishing your CPE clinical hours.
Oh, right now I
Focusing them on
actually
the weekend.
I do weekend, but in between again, it has to be within my schedule. Like during the week, actually, I do like 8 hours at least only during the week before the weekend right now. And next week, the weekend, I do like 6 hours. Then next week, there's also a time when I pick uni and come back. My mom will be more with me. So I can do more than 8 hours during the week itself before weekend. But that is something that, like for instance, anyway, you see in my you even in
Right.
my reflection paper, yeah, also showing I wanted to do something with foster care system. At least they do have sing and since
They have volunteers in the foster care.
yeah, yeah, they do have volunteers. I've been doing foster care mentoring for long, but on and off, on and off, on and off. I since 11 years actually, I've been doing it on and off. But as I told you, I have been partnering with my cousin who works at the school system that they and my sister who is also a social worker. That is how also I became again more interested. And again, since I started doing trauma-informed care, I had that it revived in me the desire to do more stuff with foster care children. So they don't, it's not an issue, but I also wanted to do hospice and I wanted to do something like prison. But since I have no volunteering there, I'm going to put more hours. This is the thing with the foster care system. It's easy. They know me, I've done it, but then they want you to do more. And that is why I started doing less and less and less and with them because I was so sucked in doing that
Feel like you
development.
could, do you feel like you could establish boundaries this time around
This
with?
time I yes, I'm actually because now one, the person that is doing the organizing the in charge of the San Bernardino Center for the foster kids happened to be my uni, my child with disability, the regional center coordinator.
Okay.
So she knows me very well, and I will only do hours that works my schedule, period. So that one works. I wanted to do something beyond that. I still do community work anyway, but this semester, this unit and next, my goal was to branch into those area where that I can do more something different than what I've been doing.
Doing. Have you looked into skilled nursing facilities?
What is that?
Sometimes they call them nursing homes, but they're skilled nursing facilities. They tend to have um older adults, but adults who are unable to live without 24-hour observation and or assistance, some of who are recovering from surgery and anticipate going home, and others who are not going to recover. Um, and they're called skilled nursing facilities, SNFs.
SNES. Oh, I will check that.
Yeah,
I'm going to check that. This right now, even like yesterday, I was talking to this regional coordinator friend.
because they have volunteer clergy, and you could go in as volunteer clergy,
mm,
but provide your care in the framework of chaplaincy. So that
okay.
might work. And then the schedule is up to you too.
Skill nursing. Let me just type in
Skilled nursing facilities, and it brings you into the healthcare setting.
skill nursing. Okay, I'm going to look at that. This unit though, I feel like I already am covering a lot. But for
Yeah, for the
next week
next
I'll
one.
move to that skill nursing
And then
facility.
you don't have to worry necessarily about the part-time job. Maybe you'll be able to find like you
Yeah.
say, the volunteer that'll work around your schedule.
Mhm.
That's a lot. I get it, having a new course and writing the lecture.
Yeah, yeah, writing lectures. So I don't, the thing is, if I'm going to get to any job, I don't want to say, hey, my schedule is constrained. This is only the time I need to work. No, I want to be able to be available. The next unit, I think I might because I intentionally put myself to teach the same classes, which means I will have no prep. So I would have had all my lectures written. I will have no prep. And that allows, if it comes to it that I need to do a part-time job, then I think I'm more flexible. And also, I'm planning on putting my classes all in the mornings so that if it means to do volunteer or part-time services from 3 p.m. I'm available every day. So that is the thing. But for now,
Yeah, yeah.
I found it's funny, I was able to have a 35 hours again for me. You might say, oh, but for me it's important. I was able to have a 35 minutes session, which is and well, it was so easy to earn it because
Yeah.
this kid
This
really,
is in your weekly reflection?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
35, yeah, they give
When did you email it?
Sunday.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll have to go back and look. I didn't see it.
What is going on? I hope I didn't put it in draft again. What is really going on? Let me just check on this other screen.
And did you have an opportunity to go back to read the reply that I sent you to your verbatim? And
I
what
started to
helpful?
be very honest. I did not. What I
Okay.
want to read is to really take the time. I will be very honest with you. It was bam, bam, bam for me. And this weekend I had planned to do it, but I had to do my clinical hours plus preaching.
Right.
So I've not really honest. To be very honest, I have not done that. Let me look at this.
Okay.
What is happening? Last time I know what happened. It was saved in draft. I
Uh,
did not push send, like I
okay.
told you. This time, I made sure it was sent. So what
Okay.
is
Then
happening?
I will look again, and I must have just missed it.
No, this one went through.
Okay.
Um, please, I'm just here on another screen. I'm going to look at it. I don't want that. I need to make sure that uh, there's a verbatim assignment.
What would that be? October 1?
That will be October 1. No, Sunday was what? This Sunday was what? Isn't that the 5th?
Oh, the 5th. Okay.
Yeah. So, let's see. I think it should be here.
I have your verbatim.
I've attached my assignment.
Is it connected to the tracking document?
The tracking document is I sent on both.
Separate. Are they in the same email? Because I have the tracking document. So I
You
just
have
want to,
the tracking document, but you don't have the reflection.
oh, wait, no,
Okay.
that's from September 28th.
Okay, this is sent for that. What the hell is happening?
Hmm.
What is happening? know what is, I'm going to look at this after what is going on for real.
Yeah.
Last week was clear. It was in draft. It wasn't sent. Like
Okay.
I also and taking screenshot and show you, oh, this is what the problem was. But this one,
You see it and you see that it was sent. Go ahead and just send it again, right from that document.
no, I'm even looking at it here. I'm not seeing.
Oh, to see.
I'm looking at it in my sent document. But that was the verbatim. These are assignments. What date is this? September 29.
That was the timesheet that you had. That was what that email was about, the 29th.
Of course, you must know. This was
And it wasn't attached, but then you sent it again.
hmm. Oh gosh. Did I send you anything on Sundays? On Sunday?
I
That
don't have anything that came on Sunday.
okay. I'm going to
Do it again? Okay.
this is my desktop. My other it's not my document. This desktop doesn't connect to my drive. That is my cloud. So I'll do that after I
Send it
immediately
to my Yahoo address.
to the Yahoo address.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I have done your Yahoo address? Anyway, I'll look at it
Oh,
now.
I'll check that too. I'll check it.
I don't know what is going on, but I need to figure out what I did. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in that one, and even the verbatim, I was telling you I succeeded to do a 35 minutes session. That
How
was
did that feel?
okay. It was very easy. It's a kid that doesn't talk too much. So that one was very easy. And I think is I do this with school kids, which I'm working also now with school kids. I go to the office for their counseling office. They are there, they want to go home, but they are the one who want to talk to me. So it's not something that they push them because all of them in the counseling, they are required by the state to have those sessions. But this one, they are the ones when Terence said, will you want to, when they identify, will you want to talk to someone else? And then he explained who I am. They are the one who say yes, right? So they're not compelled to be there, but they want to go home. You are muted. You're on mute.
Well, that helps. That helps that they
Want
want
to
to go
go
home.
home. So, and it also, let me tell you, physically going there to the school in
Yeah.
the counseling office, I think is also the boundary setting. So they know that their sessions are short sessions. So
Okay. That helps.
yeah. So I wanted to also I reflect with you because this is what I'm doing this unit is every week instead of giving a summary of all these people I talk to, I
Mhm.
thought I just focus on one
I think that's good.
to examine also for myself what did I do in a more focused way. So that's why you see I do not I focus on one every week. Uh,
Okay.
and for me, I think I learn better because I'm able to assess it better for me myself. So
Right.
that is the
Makes
strategy I'm using
Yeah.
right now.
I really want to encourage you to, hopefully you'll have time to read the feedback that I sent you because I think because it's so specific to your verbatim, and I
Mhm.
literally go in and say, this is what a chaplain would say. This is where it turned and became pastoral. I think it will help you tremendously.
Yes, that's
So
why
I
I
do
didn't.
want you to take the time to read it.
I did read briefly that same day, but that's again, as I'm saying, I want to take the time to read and then um, reflect on how I can do that better, right? And not just read. I did read and you gave me extensive feedback, which I'm grateful because I mean I was getting honestly very discouraged. I'm like, if in unit three, I'm not able to do quote unquote a chaplain work. Will I ever be able to do a chaplain work? So I was getting honestly so disheartened to with where I am. And I'm like, okay, is this for me? For real?
Right.
You can be passionate about something which is not for you, you know.
Right.
So that is very helpful. I struggled that night. I'm like, I feel so called. But if I cannot, it is rarely, look, it's also rarely in my life, which is really good and humbling. Rarely in my life. I excel in anything, education or anything, I do excel. So they're not, when it had come to do writing and doing stuff, that is where I excel. So I've not had challenges. I've not had really the moment where I feel so incompetent. So it's again, it was really for me, and this is what I've been really thinking. I am so open to growth. That is no question. But when I see myself far behind, like when I would write to my student, if you are far behind, please meet with me to make sure we sit down and look what is going on. Don't fall behind. Don't fall. I just felt, gee, you say this to students all the time, but it looks like you are really behind. And that for me was to be very honest, it was hard to think I can do this work just by completing 4 units without having the competency. I'm like, I'm not going to end up paying $12,000 without really, really coming out competent in what I want to do. I'm not the kind of people who want to do a job for the sake of a job. If it's not vocational and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, I don't see the benefit of it.
Right. So
Yeah.
what I would say to you where you are right now
Mhm.
in that invitation to the student to come to you,
Mhm.
because then you're able to help them see what they can't see.
Right.
It's in your hands. What I have emailed you is you meeting with the student.
Okay.
And I want to make you aware that you have this all or none sort of perspective. Either I've got it or I don't.
Yeah.
That's not actually true. You
Mhm.
are right at the door with your hand on the doorknob, turning the knob. You just need to open it. So you're right there. And there's many skills that you've already acquired. So when you read that piece, it's right what you need.
Okay.
And you will come from there going, oh, I am right here. I do have it. I'm not behind. This is just the thing that required a little more attention on my part. That's it. And it makes perfect sense because the muscles that you have so well developed are the pastoral muscles, are the engagement of scripture and application to faith, which is not something all academics are able to do. But you have that muscle so well tuned. So it makes sense that you would lean towards that.
And
This,
that,
yeah,
yeah, and that is a forte with these kids at the school district, even the one with my sister, the social worker. Like the my meeting with Eden, literally, he we have not gone to the place of faith at all.
right.
Yet, Terence diagnosed that he needs more than just therapy. And that's why he draws me in. And that's why he says a lot of these kids nowadays, especially this one that are forced into the therapy sessions at school, they need more than that. But
Mm,
they always, and Eden will say me, well, people pay attention to me only when I mess up. And that is one of the reasons why he said, you will be really helpful to some of these children. And it's right at my alley in that I have passion for kids in foster care. I really do.
Mhm.
And with trauma-informed care being equipped in that particular group, my God, they need is that is where really I'm really feeling like, okay, now I'm not working in the hospital setting. This group is we didn't talk about faith at all. We are not yet there. One day it's going to come. But we didn't talk about that at all. And the biggest thing is the ability to just sit there with him, not because he messed up, because they send them in therapy because something's going on. They are not doing well in school. Something right there, it is they're compelled to be there. This one, they're not compelled to be there. And when Terence asks if you want to meet with me, he explained what I do. He says yes. And I'm grateful that when I was with him, all the three that I've actually met, it was not there to go and talk about God or anything. It was just to be someone's being there with them, letting them be seen, letting them talk at their own pace, not talking about any deficiency about why is this behavior coming up? Why is this behavior? No, that was not that first of all, that is a therapist's job, it's not my job. And I'm feeling more empathetic and I'm more drawn. Obviously, as you know, because I have two kids too who went through that. Glad for them they didn't continue being sent from home to home, which is a standard for all these kids I'm seeing. Now they have these people push home to home. They never know how long they are staying home to home. And the trauma that comes with it. So I'm glad that I'm going to this weekend. Finally, this weekend, I will be able to sit down with your comments and really read them because it's going to help me really practice that more in this new orientation for my clinical hours that I'm doing. I don't know how I'm going to do that more with the community. I really want to these other people that I meet, the juniors, I want to get there too. But it seems it's harder because their expectation is not just not talk about faith. They want to talk about the aspect of their life. But I think it's more work for me to learn how to do that better there. Whereas in this other one, I just feel like it feels like in a clinical setting where the goal is not, okay, now I'm in faith crisis. You understand? So I see
Right.
that shift, and I think I am so glad that I'm getting this opportunity where there's really need for a situation that I see is more clinical, if I want to use your term, more clinical, the CPE oriented than, because the other community, all of them know me as a person of faith. All of them know me as pastoral. All of them know me at that role. And that's primarily why they're drawn to me. Even if I turn the language, which I have to learn to do, because again, all of them, as they call, and this, they'll tell me, if people when we have trauma in communities are called mess up, right? So it's like the mess up group, quote unquote, that stigma, which is I'm trying to really work so that people change mentality about mental health. And this is why I love my community work. I
Mhm.
need people to change perception about mental health. I need them to just move on from those stigma. And I think that's where if I am able to do that well, I wouldn't have also done also CPE, but I would have done a transformation that is so needed in this community.
Mhm.
And that's why most of these people I see, they're not interested in church. Not at all.
Mhm.
Why? Church is a place where they don't feel like they're part of because all everybody want to do is pray the problem out, right? And with me, that's not what I'm trying to do. But still, as you say, the posture really does matter. And I don't want to escape the community because I'm not able to do chaplaincy. I want to be able to transform um, the modalities into saying, yes, this is a chaplaincy work. Yes, it is. This is, again, I told you, I hate this compartmentalization. This is spiritual, this is chaplaincy, this is therapy. I really want something that can people, a whole person that, yeah, I have spiritual need. Yeah, in this moment, yes, I'm struggling with things that need a chaplain to be able to talk to me. Yeah, in this sense, I know you need to see a therapy, but that whole person care, I want to be able to do that. I don't know, but I really want to succeed in my community engagements in doing chaplaincy because that will move also for even for this care recipient that um I'm not trying to pray away their problems
Mhm.
by just bringing scripture again, which is what when they go to church, that's what they do. They give you scripture to memorize and then they pray out what is happening to you. I don't
Mhm.
want to do that. That is what I stand against. And I really don't want to do that. I
Mhm.
want to normalize mental health, right? As just when you have cancer, nobody problematize that. But these invisible ones, people already, oh, it's a weird kid, it's a bad kid, and this is what they hear again and again. So your comments will help me to do that. So I
Yes.
don't feel like, oh, I don't want to do work here because it's not chaplaincy. I want to say, yes, it can be both. I
Right.
can be a good chaplain in this, with all these people that look up to me to be able to be that person who is not a pastor praying out their problem. So,
You got it. You're right there. So I think you're very clear about your identity formation as a chaplain. And I think it's very helpful that you have a social worker who you have
yes,
a relationship with because you know that's not what your skills are. And you
mhm,
have a
a
therapist.
therapist,
Real
yeah.
clear, hey, I'm not in that lane. That's for the therapist. And you're learning, hey, this is the lane I want, chaplain. So you're there. You're there. You're there. It's just a matter of you believing it.
You will be happy to hear this. Junior meets with Terence for
Oh,
therapy.
good. Good.
Remember that Junior who
Yes.
went one time and ran and said,
I
no, no,
read. That's
no.
right.
So I really like this type of the collaboration I'm getting, even
And
with
that's whole
the
person care.
right,
That's whole
exactly.
person care, the collaboration.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That is exactly,
I
and I'm happy with these two. And one woman who is also she's a clinical social worker too. My sister referred and said she has her own practice too. My sister told her that when she gets people, and I'm doing volunteer, really, that if she has clients, she thinks that will need a chaplain, she should contact me. She actually did contact me, but her
wow.
practice is far away though. For
Oh,
now,
okay.
I'll pause it for next because I'm having more people now. I think I have enough for my clinical hours. But that type of collaboration is what, and I don't know if I shared with you, I'm doing a master's in psychology
Yes, you
and
did.
with an emphasis in gerontology. And my capstone for that class, which will be working towards it because we're already doing every class is like one of the papers for the class is something about your capstone. I think it's intentionally structured to prepare you for capstone. And that's what I want to do, but I'll have to do quantitative analysis for whole person care and see how, because right now, as you know, everything is so compartmentalized. The therapist can do his thing. The psychologist can do his thing. I mean, everybody do their thing. The chaplain do their thing. How does what we move from this compartmentalized caregiving to this whole person to know that one aspect of it, that individual impacts the other and correlated, that's so intersected that um, you cannot fully finish doing mental health and with or therapy with somebody without attending to the other aspect of them because one triggers another and they are so intersected. So my capstone really is how do we bring all this work in an intersecting interdisciplinary way so it becomes holistic and do that and find to see quantitative analysis where elderly people who receive this care in this holistic way, what is the outcome? Is the outcome better than when it's compartmentalized?
Good. That's excellent. Excellent. All right, we're at the end of our time. I'm gonna go read your weekly reflection now.
I'm going to send it right now. I'm just going to
Gonna-
go
yeah,
right
and try to
immediately
read.
finish. I'm going downstairs to forward it to you. Whatever
And feel
happened, I
free
really apologize.
and do it to the Yahoo. So, because I'm home today.
Okay,
So,
I should do it the Yahoo. Okay, I'll do it. And
okay.
I'm going to do it immediately. You'll get in the
Thank you.
next
I'll be looking for it.
5 minutes.
All right, and I'll see you tonight. Thank you, Alice.
Okay, thank you
All
so
right.
much.
You're welcome.